Elmo's got a gun. Elmo's got a gun. Ernie's calling 911. Oh no, it's Ernie's dialing 911. You mean I have to wear a bulletproof vest down Sesame Street? Forget about it. Elmo's got a gun. Elmo's got a gun. When he got arrested, Oscar the Grouch was found headless in the trash. Grover's head has come undone. Sesame Street won't be the same again. And it's not for kids. Oh gosh, Joe, if you've seen this, thank you for introducing me to that song. Me and him were playing Fortnite a few days ago, and a song on my For You page came up, and I told him about it, and he was like, "Oh, I used to listen to that song. You have to listen to it." And I was like, "Okay." And I started listening to it, and it was like the most funniest thing. And I was like, "Do you want to know something funny?" And he's like, "What's that?" And I said, "I'm putting that on my playlist." And he was like, "Damn, my eyebrows." That's cool that I could do that. Ah, and I can see that my eyes are a bit greenish, bluish. I could see some. Uh, I could see some green, like around here, and some blue up on the outside bits, if that makes sense. Hmm. I'm like tired, but also sleepy. Because I watched a movie. But I'm very sleepy. My like nail is breaking off right now, and I'm trying my best to let it stay on. I gotta stop biting my nails. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but hello. Do, do, do. What made Elmo snap? Was he tired of Big Bird's crap? Hello, Ava, if that's how you say your name. Hello. Do, 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 do. Oh, nails coming undone. Do not, under any circumstance, bite your nails, especially if you're straight. Hello, Ramel, if that's how you say your name. Oh, shit. My TV turned off. It's like on a timer. So, like, if I don't go on my PlayStation that much, or if my TV's on while it's on my PlayStation, if I don't watch anything or do anything, it'll turn off automatically. It's annoying. Although, to be honest, gotta save power. Try to put my blankets back on. Elmo snap. Was he tired of Big Bird's crap? Oh, thanks, Joe. You got that song stuck in my head now. Thanks a lot, man. Well, at least it's on my playlist. I'm currently covered in blankets right now because I'm trying to get warm. But outside looks pretty nice. I'm looking outside. You can see from the reflection of my glasses. I'm looking outside right now. Beautiful blue sky, beautiful clouds. Not much to see, because if you can't see in the reflection, there's like a house in front of me with a fence, and that's all I could see. The sky, the clouds, a house, ants, and some plants. So that's nice. What a nice view. trying to do some stretches. Oh, that was my stomach. I was watching YouTube before I went live, and one of Dan TDM's videos got recommended to me. Well, it was more like a short instead of a video, and it was when he was playing Minecraft. Thank you. He was playing Minecraft, and like he was like playing with, you know, that there's a chat thing in Minecraft that you could type, and like it would read it back to you, if you get what I mean. He did it, and he said, "Warning, my writing isn't good, so I accidentally made the chat thing swear." And he said, "Be grateful," but he spelt it wrong, and the chat said, "Be great, fuck," and he was like, "Oh." Well, after watching him play Dispatch, I'm not that alarmed that he said that, to be honest. To be honest, I know he's PG, but I never thought I would see him play the game Dispatch. That's like a R-rated game. It's like Invincible in a way. I never thought I would see him play that game. Although, if I remember correctly, I heard that he, back in his early playthroughs of Minecraft, before he did the Dr. Treyer series, which is my part of my childhood, like big part, he swore in a few of his old videos. I saw one old video where he swore because, like, I think he was down like a mine shaft or something, and there was like a creeper behind him, and he's like, "Oh fuck, that's a creeper," and I was like, "Damn." I think Stampy used to swear as well. I don't remember the words he said. I think it was shit or something. I remember before he deleted The Walking Dead, like him playing The Walking Dead. Sorry. Before Stampy deleted The Walking Dead playthroughs because, you know, rated R, I think he called one of the main characters the R word. I remember that. Someone had to still upload, and I rewatched it and I was like, okay. I never thought I'd hear Stampy say that. Good to know. If you don't believe me, search up The Walking Dead Stampy Longhead or whatever his name is playthrough, and you'll see one of the playthroughs. I forget which one. I think it's one of the early ones. He sees like this character called Duck. I remember it so well, and he said, "Are they like?" He says something along the lines of, "Is this character meant to be a R word or something?" I'm not gonna say the actual R word because, for one, I have autism, and for two, I don't like using that word, and plus, I'm never using. You play a zombie? No, I don't play a zombie. I may be an actor, but I'm not. I'm not playing a zombie. Well, not really an actor. I'm like my own actor because I make my own movies. But I don't play a zombie. Unless you're saying that I look like one, which is a bit rude. I had this person come into my live when I was playing one of the Star Wars games. She was saying she was a mum. I didn't click what she meant because because I was still sleepy and I didn't know what she meant. So I was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Are you sped?" So obviously I got defensive, although I would have calmed down a bit. Because the thing is, when people call me sped or they call me any other insult, obviously I'm going to be very protective. And if you can't take those words, then maybe here's some pieces of advice: don't fucking insult anyone. That's why I don't like from people. They insult you, but then they don't like it when you insult them back. So like, how does that work? That's why I don't get when, say like for example, if someone called me like stupid or idiot or dumb, right? And if I said some words back to them, like not hurtful, but as the ones to like, you know, as that saying is calm the bitch, so they get consequences. If someone said rude words to me and I say rude words back, or I said something, and they would start complaining like, "Oh, you can't say that." Like, how does it work if you're allowed to say it? but I'm not allowed to defend myself. How does that make sense? That's what I don't understand sometimes. People are like, oh, you can't say that. I'm like, well, how is it allowed that you can call me names, but I'm not allowed to defend myself? And they're like, oh, you just can't. I'm like, I'm not being rude by calling you woke, because you're not. I don't believe in the thing called woke, but I believe they're just a bit too stupid. Someone once called me stupid one time in middle school because I was drawing Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. Well, more like drawing and then coloring it in. And someone said, who? And then I was like, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. And then he said, no, it's Pikachu. And I was like, no, you dummy. Pikachu's yellow from Pokemon. This is Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. And he said, oh yeah? He searched it up and then he was like, oh. And I was like, who's the dummy now? Dummy. To be honest, now I realize it sounds like I was just doing a line from Major Payne. Who's the dummy now? Dummy? If you don't know what Major Payne is, it's a pretty good movie. If you don't know the scene or do remember the scene, it's the scene where like they're tired of doing the obstacle course and he's like trying to scare one where he pulls the pin on the grenade but he still has the pin in his mouth and he throws it and then everyone's like, well, one of the guys was like, come on guys, it's just a fake grenade, but they all run to do the obstacles anyways and it explodes and one of the tree falls and the guy like takes a dive into the mud and then the Major Payne's like, who's the dummy now? Dummy. That's one of the funniest scenes. So that is why you do not mess around with the army people. Because they don't, as they say in Fantastic Mr. Fox, we don't take too kindly to side of because you've aged badly, right? To be honest, I'm thirsty for a drink, but I forgot to finish my Coca-Cola. And I don't want to get up until after this live stream. But the person that said love my work, thank you, pal. You will be added as a moderator. Now, before anyone was gonna ask how exactly you get mod, well, for one, don't like spam to ask for mod. The only way for you to get a mod is if you be respectful and nice. Otherwise, you start being a jerk. Well, here's the rules: start being a jerk, rude, you get timed out, or you know, yeah. So if you start being rude or a jerk, get timed out for a few seconds, maybe a few minutes. But if you do it more times, you'll get timed out for 24 hours. Or if you call me any insults, you're gonna get hidden from the channel permanently. But if you be nice and you don't spam that you want mod, then you'll get mod. I just need to know if I could trust people. That's what I do. To know if I could trust people, I give them mod. But also have to be nice and respectful. When people, like, if people spam, like, can I have mod? You won't get timed out, but you'll get a warning, though. So, like, for example, if someone spammed, like, something random, I would say, pal, can you stop? Otherwise, you're gonna get, like, not, like, really hidden, but just timed out for, like, a few seconds. But then if they keep doing it, you're gonna get timed out for 10 minutes. Or 20. I don't know how long you could get timed out for. But, like, for people that's rude, like I mentioned before, they'll 24 hours. And if you call me any insults, you'll get hidden permanently off the channel. Meaning you could try to join the live stream, I think, but you can't comment. Or I think you get hidden from the channel and you can't view the channel. I don't know, I forget how it works. I don't know why, but I'm having a craving for chewing gum now. I haven't had gum since I was 12. Although I think it was for good reason, because it was a mint gum and I kept throwing the whole packet in my mouth, trying to make like a big bubble gum. When I was doing it, I almost swallowed it. So that's why I don't eat gum anymore. It's like I am sort of scared that I might like swallow it by accident, which is a choking hazard. So if any likes chewing gum, do not try to swallow it because it will be a hazard. You don't want to be stuck where your throat is. I don't know if you can see it. Do not let gum try and get stuck in your throat because, like I said, it's a choke hazard. So don't try and say like, "Oh, mom, can I buy gum so I could see if I choke?" Don't. It's a choking hazard. That's why I don't really like eating gum now. I just mostly eat candy that doesn't have gum in it. One time I bought like this candy, I forgot what it was, but I didn't know I had gum in it, and then I instantly spat it out. I was like, yeah, I don't want to choke. Funny thing is, there's this restaurant I used to go to, but I don't go to it anymore since I moved away. It's sad. I like that restaurant. It was like a bar and restaurant which kids were allowed to go in, not in the bar, but it's like a bar, but like in the same building. It's a restaurant, if you get what I mean. So like in the restaurant part is next to the bar, if that makes sense. Like bar, restaurant, it's hard to explain. But mostly at that restaurant, there were like PlayStations or Xboxes there, and you get to play video games. But mostly, I wanted to try and go on Netflix, but you had to sign in, so I went on there just to watch YouTube. Cause I would eat my food and stuff, and then sit on those chairs and just watch YouTube until it was time for us to go. Cause I didn't want to really just sit next to my family talking about like boring conversations. Cause most of my family just talk about like politics and like stuff that's happening in the real world. And no offense, it doesn't interest me that's happening in the real world. Well, like the wars and stuff, I feel bad. But like politics, I don't really like politics. Like I've explained in I don't know how many lives I've done, but as I've explained in my previous lives, I don't like talking about politics. I don't like the concept of it. I don't like the different teams or whatever it's called. I don't like talking about anything to do with politics. And sure, I've gotten some hate for it because I'm not really a politics kind of person, but the thing is, you need to understand if I don't like politics, then shut the fuck up about it. I don't want to learn about what Biden's doing. I don't want to learn about what Trump's doing. I don't give a shit about politics. No offense, I really don't. I hate when people say, like, who do you support, Biden, Trump, or blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about politics. I never gave a shit about it. Because, like, it's both really, like, annoying and dreadful, but it's so fucking confusing. Because, like, sure, I can understand the different sides thing, but I do not want to go in these massive debates. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Biden. I don't care about any of the presidents. I don't care about politics. All I want to do is just live my life and don't talk about politics. I mean, people back then have always tried getting me involved in conversations about politics. I'm like, here's another rule that I'm gay. Try to talk to me about politics. You're going to be hidden from the channel. Because again, I don't want politics on my channel. I don't want people saying like, oh guys, Trump did this, Trump did that. I don't give a shit about Trump. I don't care about him. Although I have some stuff that I've heard some stuff about him because most of the time the news would be on, like CNN and stuff. And mostly they would cover like stuff about Trump or anything, but I don't really care about Trump, like I said. But mostly when I hear about it, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's what I like to do because before I go, on CNN, it was talking about something that Trump did, and when I heard about it, because like I was making dinner for, because yes, I cook and also bake. It was talking about something that Trump did, and like something bad. I forgot what it was, but it was talking about something that he did, and in my head, I was like thinking, dude, what the fuck? Like that's what I was thinking in my head. I was like, ah, he's gonna ruin the country. And then Well, I said that out loud, not really out loud, but you get what I mean. And my older was like, he's already ruining the country. And I was like, true. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I'll probably go live later on. If not, probably tomorrow when I'm well more energetic because I'm a bit tired right now. I apologize. Anyways, I'll see you guys later on today or tomorrow. Have a great